Never pa akong nag-accumulate ng savings more than 1M at that time, and to my surprise, bigla akong nagkautang ng more than 1.5M before I even started to work here. Panahon ng pandemic nung unang nag-migrate ako dito sa USA early in 2022, I went here by all my means and medyo allergic talaga ako sa utang kaya pinag-ipunan ko to. Medyo kakarampot lang yung dala ko nung una initially. My agency recommended me to bring around $7,000 and $4,000 lang yung kaya kong ma-afford. Kulang pero napagkasya ko naman siya. Alam ko, kakailanganin ko ng kotse dito sa Amerika pero hindi ko in-expect na magkakaroon ako ng ganong kalaking debt on the first day that I stepped onto the soil of West Virginia.
What? Kaya pala sabi mo, ipapatimbang mo ko sa Chinese.
Yeah. Got dreams of a car that's sleek and fast, but your wallet's feeling a bit harassed. No need to fret, no need to moan. Get a car loan and drive on home. Car loan, it's your ticket to ride. No need to worry, no need to hide. With monthly payments, you'll be in the zone. So grab the keys and drive on your own. I came here with the help of Avant Healthcare Professionals, yung agency ko. I can say na okay naman tong agency na to and they assisted us in almost all aspects of immigration here. We stayed for transitions program for 2 months sa Florida while being paid minimum. And then after nun, sabak na sa work. They even assisted us on how to get car here. For them, it's not an optional to get a car because it's a need, lalong-lalo na sa lugar na layo-layo ang mga establishments. Like dito sa West Virginia, sa taas ng bundok. And so I opted to get a car with their assistance without any credit card or any background on driving. I think may long-term connection ang Avant with the lender, kaya nakakuha ko ng madaling processing and pag landing ko dito sa West Virginia in few hours, okay na ang kotse ko. I had to wait for 2 days nga lang kasi natamaan ng holiday yung araw na nagland ako dito and hindi nila marirelease yung car kaagad kasi sarado yung bangko at that time. Yung Advancial kasi sa Texas naka-based. O di ba napakabilis. Meron nga ako nakasabay sa Florida na pagdating nila dun mismo, ayun, nakuha kagad nila yung sasakyan, diretso na kagad sila dun sa apartment na rerentahan nila with the car. Basta may naka-ready lang na cash, mabilis ang transaction dito. Naalala ko, samantala ng mga around year 2020, kumuha ko ng una kong sasakyan sa Pilipinas. Naku, napakabagal. 2 months ko yatang inantay yung car loan ko nun.
Daddy, na-miss ko na si Coffee. Ilang days na lang ba bago tayo umuwi?
Mga more than 2 months pa, malapit na. So ayun, presyo nitong car ko was $28,000, more than 1.5M. Wala akong kalaban-laban dito, bigla ako nagkautang ng milyon. For the first time sa buong buhay ko, nagkautang ako ng ganito, kaya na-stressful ako nung una at sabi ko, allergic na ako sa utang, gusto ko kagad i-cash yung kotse at nag-ipon ako ng todo-todo para mabayaran yun. Pero in the middle of that, I realized na hindi ko kailangan i-cash.
Daddy, getting a loan is what you call leveraging, especially if you will use the car to your daily essential activities and if you will earn because of that.
Abay, may sumabat dun na bata habang naglalaro. Ayun, tama ka nga dyan. Yung car here is not a luxury, it's a real need. Except na lang kung nakatira ka sa mga big cities na may metro and maraming Uber like New York and San Francisco. So after several months of realization, kahit feasible na mabayaran ko in cash yung kotse just by saving, I decided not to pay it in full na lang. Medyo mababa lang naman yung APR ko anyway at that time. It was 4.90% kasi pandemic naman. Pero ang pinaka-challenge lang nung time na yun yung effort to find the desired car kasi there was a car short there was a chip shortage at that time kasi yung mga chips na yun nilalagay nila sa mga kotse and di sila makapag-produce ng mga brand new car. So, ang nangyari, karamihan ng mga tao ay bumibili ng mga second hand na kotse. Gustuin ko man bumili ng brand new ay hindi ko na tinangka pa kasi sobrang mahal ng mga kotse nun. So, kumuha ako ng sasakyan na second hand na mababa lang ang mileage at hindi masyadong gamit para makatipid na rin. So second part is about the insurance. Initially, I was with the Geico. It is a company na premier dito sa US. And initially, ang car insurance ko is worth $380 per month. 15 days ko lang minmaintain yan kasi sobrang mahal eh. Lumipat ka agad ako ng insurance. Nag-Allstate ako. Mga $230 naman yung binayaran ko. Then after a month, umalis din ako kasi mahal nga. Try naman ako sa State Farm and so forth. In short, nagpalipat-lipat ako ng mga insurance para mapababa ko yung rate ko. And finally, nakakuha naman ako ng mura, mga around $100 per month air insurance. And at this point in time, mas mababa na yung rate ko. Nasa 90 plus na lang. Thank you very much sa panonood ng aking video and please like and subscribe my channel and all together we will ride to our path to road to abundance.